done our standard question about Brock Purdy because, I mean, it just continues. Did you hear Steve on KMBR said, Steve Young said he has the force.
Like Yoda. Yeah.
He's got,
He did say that.
I mean, that's where we're at now, John. I mean, he's performing at such
like
a level.
Jedi.
We're going into Jedi territory here. I don't know. We had him on the show for the first time. He came on KMBR. We, like you, were met with a level-headed young man who seems to be confident yet wants to improve. And I don't know what to say at this point. I mean, he has to be wildly exceeding your expectations. Is that accurate?
He's playing really good football. Yeah, I think he is, and I've been honest with you guys. I mean, we've seen nothing else but him play at a high level. I mean, that's the honest to God's truth from the time we came in here in OTAs. First rep he took, we get into training camp. I've talked about this. Every test, he's kind of just passed it. But you never know until you get in a live NFL game how people are going to respond, and then can they sustain it? Right now, he's shown he can do it. My favorite interaction the other day, I think down in the red zone, the Raiders ran a 3-man rush, and we had an open route to the right. For whatever reason, Brock came off him, and that's unlike him because, I mean, that's the 9.9 out of 10 times this kid makes the right decision. He anticipates. He decides to extend the play, hits Kittle in the back of the end zone, and I was watching Kyle on the sidelines, and Kyle's staring down at Brock. Kyle can do that sometimes. It's not the outcome. He wants the process to be right. And, I love the swagger of Brock. Brock kind of does the ice in the veins thing to Kyle. Like, I got this, man. And Kyle starts cracking up, So the kid's got a little swagger to him, too. It's funny. I played baseball against his dad in college.
Oh.
I think we played in a regional.
Nice.
And one of my college teammates, called to remind me that when we took him as Mr. Irrelevant. You remember his dad on the University of Miami. His dad was a good baseball player. So he's got it in his body. He gives you a lot of confidence, and he's playing really good football for us.
Man, so that video, it was when he did something about his veins. That's what you're referring to? It looked like he was like saying injected into my veins.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So that's what you're referring to?
I got ice in my veins.
Okay, that's the move. That's the move.
You'd have to ask him, but that's my interpretation.
Yeah, right.
And Kyle chuckled or Kyle stayed salty?
Kyle wasn't happy at first, but Kyle says I couldn't do anything but chuckle because, so I think they had a good discussion about that afterwards, and I think Kyle asked that question. What were you doing? What did you mean by what were And I got ice in my veins, man.
Well, we asked him at the end. We're like, hey, man. I mean, I know this is kind of to file this under the Captain Obvious, but are you here to win a Super Bowl? And he said that's what we're here for. So, can you win a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy, John?
I think with this team we can, but first things first, we gotta beat the Arizona Cardinals. There's a lot of reasons to play. I've been in the playoffs, a lot in my career. I think Tony Dungy always did a great job of when you just focus on your own self, on your own team. That's when things work out the best. There might be a time on Sunday where, as games are going on and things happen, that we decide to pull back because our seeding might be locked. But until then, we're going to play, and we're going to try to play and keep ourselves sharp, make the improvements we need to make. You also got to be functioning at a high level, and we've been doing that. You don't want to lose that. So our guys are motivated. They understand that. They're ready to play.
Well, I always